Let's address the elephant in the room. The reason you're not posting on LinkedIn is not because you don't have time. It's because you're afraid to look like an idiot. You open your feed and what do you see? Grown men posting selfies crying about the resilience, 22-year-old CEOs giving life advice they read in like a fortune cookie, an endless line of text spaced out like this to hack the algorithm. We call this broetry, and frankly, as many of you would say, it's kind of cringe. If you're a serious consultant or a high level founder, you look at this and think, if that is what marketing takes, I'm out. I have good news. That is not marketing. That's just following trends, hype, and they're trying to disguise it as value. And today, I'm going to show you how to build a content engine that builds authority, generates revenue, and most importantly, let's keep your dignity. Welcome to Systems Over Luck. My name is NICK WILDEBOER. I'm your host today. First, I want to start off with how I came to this conclusion and subject in a sense. And that's basically because me and my partner Boy, we have been doing marketing on LinkedIn for quite some time now. I'm coming from a management background and advertisement background, and Boy is more in sales based. So he's been a sales manager for over 20 years. And well, we saw the potential of LinkedIn. That's just started that. And yeah, wanted to ride the wave, take advantage, the opportunity. And yeah, to be honest, we started just as the same as this. You just follow the gurus, the trends, the hypes. Just pick what works and try it. Do your best, and eventually, yeah, you come to the conclusion that's not really me, honestly. So yeah, this is what this podcast is about, and my personal learnings inside of well, the LinkedIn content game. Uh, yeah, I'm pretty new to this podcast experience, so I'm getting quite better over time. I find like a style that's quite suitable for me now. So first I write a script and then I write it out with my um, yeah, my thoughts on the way. So let me know what you think of it, so we can continue. So why does most LinkedIn content feel fake? Because the goal of the poster is validation, likes. When you chase likes, you have to appeal to the lowest common denominator. You post about leadership, mindset, because everyone understands it. But you don't sell mindset. You probably sell complex B2B solutions. So when you post generic fluff, you might get tens of thousands of views. But if you look down at the system itself, you probably got like zero qualified leads. Well, I call myself a growth engineer, I like the term. So as a growth engineer, my goal is not validation, it is verification. I want my content to verify to a potential buyer that I'm the best technical choice for their problem. I don't care if my posts get 10 likes, as long as 3 of them are from CEOs or founders who might eventually book a call. This shifts in mindset from look at me to look at the system. And I think that's where the cure for cringe is. So if you don't post selfies, what do you post? It's pretty simple. You post blueprints. Just think about it. If you saw a post from an architect and they posted a selfie saying, I love buildings, you would scroll past. But if they posted a detailed schematic of a foundation they just poured, explaining why they chose reinforced concrete over steel, you would stop. You respect them. You respect the idea, the work they're doing. Well, I call this open source protocol. You're not trying to be like a thought leader, but you start acting like an architect. And for most of you guys, more like a system architect. And I got 3 types of posts that I think you need. The first one is diagnosis, the doctor frame. You don't give advice, you identify a symptom. Instead of, here's why sales is important, post this. Most consultancies leak revenue because they rely on referrals. Here's the math behind why that breaks at 1 million euros in revenue. The build log. This is more of the engineer frame. Show your work, literally. Take a screenshot of your NHN workflow, specifically for my work. Take a photo of a Miro board you made in a session with some clients, a whiteboard. And write, I spent 4 hours automating our onboarding process today. Here's the exact logic map we used. It's not bragging, it's documentation. You just show them what you do. Like all the knowledge that's inside of your head, other people can't see that. You have to show them. And the last one, as you might know, is the case study. And I think of that more as a scientist frame. So you got like a hypothesis, an experiment, and a result. We tested a new outreach script on 100 CFOs. Here's the data on the open rates, and here's why it probably failed. You can do this for every B2B and a more like service providers. You can do this. I tried this new way of working, or this thing I thought would have gone great. Well, the experiment was about this, this, and that, but the data showed me otherwise. And none of it, as you might notice, is actually cringe. It is intellectual property. It signals competence, not aspiration. Now, I know what you're thinking. Nick, I can't write like that. I'm busy. Busy word. I love it. This is where the engineering comes in. You should not be typing these posts, you should be architecting them, as I said. Well, at my company, VLNK, we use a system called Founder DNA Synthesis. It's a pretty word, but it's a more beautiful system. I recorded myself speaking for 20 minutes about my worldview, my hated buzzwords, and my favorite technical concepts. We fed that transcript into a LLM. We love cloud, and especially the Opus model, but you can also like ChatGPT, or for most of your consultants who are in like a bigger firm, I would advise to create a private LLM. I can show you in a different video how you can make like a private and secure environment for your own LLM, that it is privacy safe. But back to it. So we fed that transcript into an LLM and asked it to extract my voice DNA. Now, when I have an idea, say about my last video, lead scoring, I don't write a post. I open my phone, I record a, 2, maybe 5, maybe 10-minute voice note, ranting about bad leads, and I upload it to the system. My AI agent takes that audio, applies my founder DNA structure, and outputs a draft that sounds exactly like me. No fluff, no emojis. It's basically just, as I would say it, engineering. I review it, I add a screenshot, I post. Total time it took me after the system was built, probably 5 to 10 minutes. So, you're sitting on a gold mine of knowledge, but you're letting the cringe barrier, or like your internal thoughts, stop you from sharing it. Don't let the loud amateurs win just because the experts are too quiet. Post your blueprints, share your systems, share your superpowers, as I call them. Ignore the likes. If you want to try the founder DNA system I just mentioned, I made another video about it, but I could also like put the exact prompt I used to train AI to write like a serious consultant or like me. It's all open sourced, as I said it, so you can use it. It's on the website too, vlnk.nl. Please download the prompt protocol in the systems lab. Links in the show notes. That mostly, and moreover, like stop trying to be an influencer and start building assets. As always, this is Nick Wildeboer. Start engineering. This was Systems of Luck. I'm curious though. What do you think of this new style of podcast? Because the last I was Moreover, like reading scripts that I wrote on the front end. But yeah, I think this is a nicer way of doing it. See you in the next one. Thank you.